All right, hello everyone. This is Cody from World of Bizarre. This is going to be the second video for the channel. I was going to go through and do the voting for the Game Awards this year. Back when I used to do YouTube, I used to do this every year. I would go through and vote and record it and upload it. Kind of give my thoughts on it. The first time I did it, I went through every category. I'm not going to do that this time because there's frankly some categories that I don't care about, like the esports stuff. I mean, I'm a big esports fan, especially for Halo. I love competitive Halo, but I just don't personally like vote on it. If I see someone in there that I recognize, I'll vote for them. But yeah, and like content creator and stuff like that, really don't think that Game Awards does a good job on content creator. I don't think that they pick, well, I'm going to leave it at that. But I just don't think that they pick. There's other creators that I would prefer. I don't think people on YouTube get good recognition. Um, I don't think people on YouTube get good recognition at the Game Awards. Scott the Woz, a lot of people have been really wanting him to get nominated, and it just never happens. So yeah, personally, there's a couple of these I won't be voting for, but it's all about getting into here and voting for this and kind of giving my opinion on every one of these. All right, so let's get into the first one here. Game of the year, it's the biggest one. Let's go ahead and get it out of the way. It is the first one that they let you vote on. After all, it is the most important one, although there's some other ones that I'm a really big fan of, but Game of the Year is the big one. I already know what I'm going to pick here, but let's just go through it. The nominees are Deathloop from Arcane, It Takes Two from Hazelight, Metroid Dread from Mercury's Theme, Psychonauts 2 from Double Fine, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart from Insomniac, and Resident Evil Village from Capcom. So anyone who knows me knows that, and I said it in the first video I uploaded on here, Psychonauts 2 is the game of the year. This game is absolutely phenomenal. Um, I'm really hoping it wins it, man, because it'd be such a big win, not only for Xbox, but just for Double Fine, a studio that have been so creative. Tim Schafer. A lot of people really adore Tim Schafer games. He is a very creative person. And yeah, after so long, for them, they've been in the industry for a while, but they've always just been getting by. There's been a lot of hard times for Double Fine. Psychonauts 2 was actually started on Kickstarter, and now they have the full backing of Microsoft. And man, it's been such a good thing. This game come out, it got great critic reception. I'm hoping that the sales were good for it, but man, everyone needs to play this game. If you have not played Psychonauts 2, what are you doing? If you have a PC or Xbox or PlayStation or anything that you can play Psychonauts 2 on, you absolutely have to do it. It is a phenomenal game, the best of the year for me. Granted, I haven't played a lot of the other games on this list. I want to get to It Takes Two. I've heard great things about that, and Hazelight, very talented studio. Obviously, A Way Out, a lot of people loved, and Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. A lot of people also love that game. Hazelight, I think it's Joseph Staten. No, that's Halo. I got them mixed up because I've been on a big Halo Infinite craze recently. I've been no laughing that game, but Joseph Staten is at 343. He is the original god, if you will, of Halo. Joseph Ferris is who I'm thinking about with Hazelight. He's the guy who said "fuck the Oscars" at Game Awards a couple years ago. He is a very creative person, and I'm very excited about the future of Hazelight. They got a lot of talent, and It Takes Two was a knockout of the park for them. A lot of people loved it. So if that won, that would be really cool. I've really been watching Hazelight. I haven't played A Way Out. I did play a Brother Tale of Two Sons, but I have not played A Way Out or It Takes Two. But I want to get to both of those games, especially It Takes Two. They actually just recently added that to Game Pass, so hopefully I can get to that. Deathloop, I don't currently own a PS5 because they are extremely hard to find. I would love to play Deathloop, but I don't have a PS5 at the moment. And I'm a big fan of Arcane games, so I'm sure I would love Deathloop. Um, Really happy to see that studio getting some recognition. They've put out some big games, very innovative games. Dishonored, everyone should play Dishonored, a fantastic game. So if they win with Deathloop, that would be really cool as well. Metroid Dread, Metroid, 2D Metroid coming back, or just Metroid coming back in general, because we still have not got Prime 4. That's awesome. I mean, I'm happy for them. I haven't played Metroid Dread. You know, I've not really played a Metroid game before. I've always thought the series looked cool, but I still have yet to play one. Metroid Dread has my curiosity, and one day hopefully I'll pick it up, but I've not played that. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. And I'll just go ahead and throw Resident Evil in here too, because I have played Resident Evil. So, granted, I haven't played Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, but I'll just go ahead and combine this with Resident Evil. I played Resident Evil on launch because I was extremely hyped for it. Resident Evil 7, masterpiece. Phenomenal game. One of the best horror games you'll ever play in your life. So I was extremely excited to see how Capcom would raise the bar. They didn't raise the bar. In fact, I think the bar might have been lowered from 7. Resident Evil Village, really good game. Well, good game. But it just kind of came and went. And I would say the same thing for Ratchet and Clank, man. It was so hyped, and I was like, even though I didn't have a PS5, I was really excited for it. It looked cool, and I actually was one of the very few that liked 2016 Ratchet and Clank. And I know I say one of the few. I mean, I know a lot of people liked it, but it was very divisive. A lot of people didn't like it because it was kind of like a tie-in with the movie or whatever. But I actually really enjoyed that game, and I was excited to see how Rift Apart would change it up. And again, I just feel like it came and went. I just feel like Ratchet and Clank launched, and then nobody talked about it like a couple weeks after it launched. Like, I don't know. For me, Psychonauts 2, the story in that game, man, there is some hard hitting moments in Psychonauts 2, especially, you know, I deal with mental health. I've suffered with like things like anxiety and stuff like that for a long time, OCD, all that stuff, you know, and this game really touches on a lot of those sensitive topics. But also other things like loneliness, which I can sometimes deal with. We're all human, we all deal with those things, and it was so cool to see that and to see the fantastic narrative that they weaved around all of that stuff, and really you're really battling a lot of people's inner demons in Psychonauts 2. It's such a heartwarming story. It's a hard-hitting story as well, and it has some of the best platforming in the last 20 years. I'll just say it. I really believe that. I think Psychonauts 2 is a game that will be looked back on fondly. A phenomenal game, has a fantastic story from a very talented studio, and that's why I will gladly cast my vote for Psychonauts 2. I hope it wins. I really, really hope it wins. It's going to be hard for it, but I think that it's got a good chance. I think that you're going to have a lot of different people voting in a lot of different areas. You know, Personally, I think that Metroid Dread will probably bring it home because Nintendo has a very, very large fan base, and I don't think Microsoft did a good job of marketing this game. It's still an issue with me. I'm not going to turn this into a rant video, but yeah, Xbox marketing desperately needs work. Like it desperately needs work because, like, come on, you had a phenomenal game here, and like you didn't tell anyone about it. Like, come on. But let's move on. Best game direction. So, just from everything that I have saw from It Takes Two, even though I have not played it, I've saw a lot about this game. I almost want to give it to that because Joseph Ferris again is like he's so passionate and he just has clear visions for his games, man. Like even from someone like me who's not played his, the recent two Hazelight games, it's so clear that there is a person there that has a vision and he is guiding his studio, and they put out an epic piece of content. The same could be said for Psychonauts 2. It is so clear Psychonauts 2, that's a Tim Schafer game. Tim Schafer's mind is at work in that game, and you can tell that he had a clear vision, uh, and just kind of unleashed creativity in Psychonauts 2. I mean, damn, what a creative game. What a unique game. So for me, and again, like I said, it does kind of suck because literally this is the only game I've played on this list. So I will go ahead and vote for Psychonauts 2, but you know, honorable mention here, I guess. It Takes Two. Like I said, I want to play this game. Hazelight, very talented studio, and I'm loving what Joseph Fares is doing, and I hope to start playing these games. Best narrative. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go ahead and. I mean, I'm not gonna go on again about it. The stuff that I've said the previous two times. That's it. Again, Tim Schafer. Yeah, like the dude, because he was, if I remember correctly from the credits, he was literally the only writer on this game, and boy, he did a fucking phenomenal job. Like, oh my god, the writing in Psychonauts 2. Please, if it wins anything, if it doesn't win Game of the Year, please let it win Best Narrative because it really does have a fucking phenomenal narrative with fantastic writing. So, absolutely, which I've also heard. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, I've heard great things about. Um, Also, I'm a big Easy Allies fan, and Michael Huber, he loves Life is Strange. He really liked True Colors, but yeah, Psychonauts 2, phenomenal. Best art direction. I'm gonna go ahead but what I will say is shout out to Kenna Bridge of Spirits, shout out to Deathloop, and shout out to the Artful Escape. I haven't played this game, which I'm not playing these games either, but this game from what I've saw has a beautiful art direction, and I just love the way Deathloop looks. Absolutely love the way it looks, and this game absolutely beautiful. But yeah, just gonna go ahead and give it to Psychonauts 2. Psychonauts 2 is also very beautiful, and if you want to talk about the art, man, some of the most unique levels that you'll see in the game. Like, love what they did with the levels in this game, so I think it definitely deserves that. Um, Best audio design. Forza Horizon 5 really does have some damn good audio, but I will tell you, I'll tell you what, Resident Evil Village had some pretty damn good audio design. Oh, this is tough. Oh man, I don't know what to do here because these both have fantastic audio design. Oh my God, this is okay. I almost might have to come back to this one. Let me go to the next one and then let me come back because that one's best performance. Uh, Damn. From everything I've saw from Deathloop, Jason Kelly as Colt Vaughn, it seems like he gave such a phenomenal performance. Also, Giancarlo, I mean, come on, like obviously I've not played Far Cry 6, but I'm willing to bet money because he's a phenomenal actor, so I'm sure that he um, gave a phenomenal performance, and I'm sure he will probably win this category. But you know, you know what? Just because from what I've seen, it just seems like he did such a good job. I love, like, even though I've not played that game, Colt Vaughn seems like such a cool character, so I'm gonna give it to him. Let's go back here. Oh my God, I don't know what to do here. Still, Forza Horizon 5 and Resident Evil Village both have phenomenal audio design. With Forza, not only do the cars sound phenomenal, the world sounds phenomenal, but man, that soundtrack as well. Got some Foo Fighters songs in there, got some other great music in there. I always love the music in Forza. But Resident Evil Village, like I said, I really, really love the audio design in that game. I tell you what, I got to give it to Resident Evil Village. That's a tough one, but I really did like the audio design in that game. So let's move on here. Games for Impact. I've not really played any of these, so I'm gonna skip this one. Best indie game. 12 Minutes, Death's Door, Inscription, Kena Bridge of Spirits, and Loop Hero. This is hard for me because I've not played any of these games. I've heard great things about a lot of these, especially Death's Door. Um, so I tell you what, I'm going to give it to Death's Door because I've heard some great things about this. Shout out to AP99. Let me repeat, shout out to AP99 who said this game was phenomenal. So I'm going to give it to that, but I'm not playing any of these games, so yeah. Best mobile game, I don't care. I'm not trying to hate on mobile games, but I've not really played any of these. I love Pokemon, so you know what? We'll vote for Pokemon Unite, but I've not played any of those. So, best community support, Apex Legends, Destiny 2. Hold on, what is it? Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness. Bungie is literally taking content. They're literally taking Forsaken away from people who paid for it next year. How are they voted for this? Like, what? What are you doing, Jeff Keighley? What's up, bro? Like, fuck that. They're literally taking content from people. They're vaulting content that people paid for. That's bullshit. So they do not deserve to be in this. We'll give it to Final Fantasy. Like I said, Final Fantasy's been doing so many good things. I know the audio messed up. I did vote for Final Fantasy 14 Online for best ongoing game because again, their expansions, they've been doing so good in this game. A lot of people love this game. I'll give it to that. Kind of wish I gave it to No Man's Sky though, because what a turnaround. They've done such a good job with that game. So shout out to Hello Games. Innovation in accessibility. Far Cry 6, Forza, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratchet and Clank, The Veil. I'm going to give it to Forza. Again, that's the only game I've played on here, but they do a really good job with that. So, and I'm glad that this is a category, and it's presented by Chevrolet. Best VR AR. I've not really, I don't really play VR. I've heard great things about this, and I love Resident Evil, so we'll vote for that. I like to try to cast my vote, in a lot of these genres. Best action game, Back 4 Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, Returnal. Yeah, I've not really played any of these games, so you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and... I've played Back 4 Blood, but yeah. It was okay, but yeah, I don't want to vote for that because I've not played any of those games. Best action adventure. I'm not going to read these off because we all know what I'm going to vote for. Psychonauts 2, phenomenal. Resident Evil Village, I don't know. It was a good game, but I don't know if I would say it was like the best action and adventure. Best role playing. Cyberpunk. Yeah. Monster Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Tales of Arise. I tell you what. For one, let's just get this out of the way. Cyberpunk 2077 was barely an RPG. So, don't know why that's here. But I'm going to give it to Tales of Arise because I really want to play this game and I've heard nothing but great things about it. So, I cast my vote for Tales of Arise. Best fighting game. I've not played any of these, but you know what? For the memes, I'll vote for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Because why the hell not? Best family. It Takes Two. Mario Party Superstars. New Pokemon Snap. Super Mario 3D World. Bowser's Fury. WarioWare Get It Together. I've not played any of these games, so yeah, no real point to vote for any of these. Because I really like what Hazelight's doing, I would almost vote here, but I've not played any of these games, so no real point to vote for those. Best sim strategy. There's two in here I really want to vote for. Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I have played. Age of Empires 4, which I haven't played, but I really like, sim games like Age of Empires and stuff. I'm gonna give it to Flight Simulator because it's a marvel. Like it's a real achievement what they achieved with that game. So hope that wins. It's a really good game. Do I think that? Well, I mean, going back to the Flight Simulator, do I think that Flight Simulator gets a little boring? I mean, maybe sometimes, but you got to know what to expect. I mean, it's a Flight Simulator game. I'm voting for Forza Horizon 4. I'm not even going to you know, talk about it. Like Forza Horizon 4 is fantastic. Playground Games are masters at what they do, and no disrespect, but this is not even a contest. If something else besides this game wins here, something's wrong. Best multiplayer: Back for Blood, Knockout City, It Takes Two, Monster Hunter Rise, New World, Valheim. Uh, Not really played. I played Knockout City. I played Back for Blood. I've heard stuff about these games right here. Um, Hazelight deserves some a praise for their games, so I'm gonna vote there. Again, you hear like here's content creator of the year. Like I don't even know who these people are. I'm just gonna be honest. Like who are these people? Um, yeah, we definitely need to. I don't know. It is what it is, but I don't know any of these people. So, and I watch a lot of content creators, so that should tell you something. Best debut indie. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna really vote on this. Most anticipated game. Oh, you already know where we're going with this. For all the people that follow me on Twitter, let me just talk about this real quick, okay? God Howard. Let me repeat it. God Howard. God Howard is going to grace us next year with his next epic, Starfield. It's going to be the greatest game of the last 30 years. It's going to get 100 on Metacritic. No, but seriously, I'm a big fan of Bethesda. Okay, I love Todd Howard's games. Yes, Todd Howard is a meme, but he's also created some fucking amazing games. And Starfield looks fucking amazing. Like seriously, everything they're saying about this game is music to my ears. Um, yeah, like a lot of good shit on this list. Elden Ring, God of War, Horizon, the sequel to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Starfield. My God, like I want to be put in cryostasis. I want to time travel to next year. Like I want to play this game right now. Todd Howard, if you're watching, please send me like a build of this game. I will gladly test it for you. And I will give you feedback. I will write up bug reports in Excel. I will do whatever you ask. Starfield looks fucking phenomenal. It's going to be Game of the Year next year. That's right. I'm saying it. Starfield will win Game of the Year next year at the Game Awards. Jeff Keighley will hand the trophy to Todd Howard, and he will, I don't know, he'll do something. He'll dance or something. But seriously though, like Starfield looks amazing. It's seriously my most anticipated game. Um, I just can't wait to get lost in the world. I can't wait to play another Todd Howard game. It's been since 2015. I mean, Fallout 4 came out in 2015. So we need a new Todd Howard game. Todd Howard, the world needs Todd Howard, ladies and gentlemen, aka God Howard. So, yeah, we're voting for Starfield. But seriously, I mean, all these games, like, can't wait for all of these. These are all going to be phenomenal. But, yeah, God Howard. Best esports game. Best esports athlete. Best esports team. Best esports coach. Best esports event. Okay, that's it. Um, that is all the categories. We can view all the categories here. Yeah, um, I think that that's it for me. On my votes, kind of went into what I think of each of these, and I mean, yeah, like I don't need to go into it further. I think Psychonauts 2 in multiple categories is the best game that came out this year. But granted, I haven't played a lot of the other games in these categories. I wish I could fix that, but PS5s are hard to come by. Um, but I guess in this category also, It Takes Two is in Game Pass, so hopefully I'll get to play that pretty soon. Metroid Dread, maybe I'll pick it up on Switch one day. I'm just kind of new to Metroid, and I was really hoping that they would, put the trilogy on the Switch so I could play that first. But yeah, I'm not gonna drag this video on too much longer. Uh, I appreciate if you've watched this far, if you've enjoyed the video. Um, Thank you to everyone watching. If you want to, follow me on Twitter at the WonderFizz. Follow my page, World of Bizarre, on Twitter at World of Bizarre. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. As I put in the description, I just want to make content about the industry I love, and I want to build a community um, that, you know, I want to put community first. I want to hear what you guys want to see, what kind of videos you want to see from us, what kind of games you want us to play and review, like whatever, and have a discussion. Let's have a discussion about uh, the gaming art form. In the comments right now, just talk about something. Just bring it up and let's talk about it and just let's build a community here that just loves games and loves talking about them. And we're gonna hopefully grow our channel and grow our website and yeah, hopefully everyone enjoys the content. But I do appreciate you watching and have a good day. Stay safe.